D.C., and that's where I stayed for most of the time. And my assignment was, I was on a committee that was a part of the, called a PPEC committee, the Product Problem Evaluation Committee, which investigated problems that occurred with our vehicles in the field or in engineering or wherever the problems were, and made recommendations to senior management as to what should be done about the problems. We also had a lot of contact with the government, with the National Highway Transportation Administration, and that's what we call it.
So how many years were you with General Motors before you were actually?
Almost 15 years.
Almost 15 years. Mm-hmm. It's like you've had quite a career. Quite a career.
Yeah, well,
two careers actually.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it very much. I don't have any regrets.
What could you pass on as the most valuable lessons learned while in the military?
Well,
some youngster looking at this your video, you would like to pass on some information to them or give them some guidance or something?
Well, that's a cliche you hear all the time. You can go as far as you want to go. It just depends on how hard you want to get there. I mean, it's just determination and commitment. It's true that in the military, just like everywhere else. I think the military probably is, at least it's been my experience, is probably the most advanced as far as socially and integration in the mainstream of America, diverse, and so the opportunities are there. They're absolutely there, and you can go as far as you want to go if you're willing to do the things you have to do to get there. So I would just say persevere. You know, the military is a wonderful family. You know, I can always love the military because we work together, we live together, and you know this as well as I do, Felix. So I guess I would just say, the sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned, if you're willing to apply yourself.
Okay. Well, Cliff, we certainly.
Let me just ask one additional question along those same lines. I know you started in the military at a fairly young age. Were there any life lessons that you learned in the military that sort of went with you throughout your life?
I guess the discipline that was required you just couldn't live a haphazard life where you're free to just the free spirit type living was not there, and I think if I could say anything at all, it would be discipline. The discipline, I think, is an aspect of life. You know, you had a job to do. You had to do it. You had no choice. I was listening to the radio this morning, and it was one of these talk shows, and the lady was a state representative from Detroit. She was talking about how she was working on a project, and she said she had to work till late hours, and so she couldn't vote because she was too tired. Well, I just can't imagine that's too tired there's no such thing as being too tired if you've got a job to do. And I guess that's the kind of thing you learn as part of in being in the military. I think a life lesson that I would pass on to a youngster, or anybody for that matter.
Okay. Well, Cliff, we certainly appreciate you coming in this afternoon. And
well, thank you for having me.
I think it's been a wonderful interview.